That's it.
What's up guys, Vape here. It's another day and another Flowermate Vapormax has come out. This one is the V5.0 Pro. It is the latest in their series of Flowermate Vaporizers for dry herbs. Now I know what you're thinking, I'm thinking the same thing. These things come out fast. It seems like every time you turn around there's a new Flowermate coming out. Some have more significant improvements, others are more smaller iterations leading up to something bigger and better. So you may have noticed I skipped over the V8. In my opinion, I did think it was functionally superior to the previous Flowermate Vapormaxes, but the size I thought really held it back. I didn't know if it'd be that practical for everyday portable use, so I skipped over it. I wasn't as excited about it. But the V5.0 Pro, this is something that I'm definitely excited about again. Basically, they took the V8 and slimmed it down to the original size of the previous Flowermates, making for the best one yet in a package that you can again fit in your pocket, take it around with you, has the great battery life from before, so it's truly a portable option that'll really get the job done. So first, since I didn't review the V8 in an actual video, I'll just do a quick comparison. Again, I think that the V5.0 Pro is like a smaller version of the V8, which makes it, in my opinion, the best Flowermate that they have to offer. So here is the V8. Now, functionally, this thing was superior to everything that came before it. It had better temperature controls, an LCD screen, and just overall the design was better for producing vapor. The only problem is this thing is big. Here's the V5.0 Pro. You could argue that this is about twice the size in total area. So having a smaller portable version of this superior device is incredible. I think this is the best device Flowermate has to offer. It does the exact same thing the V8 can do, but now it's back in that same core design and shape as the original Flowermates. So again, what makes these updates important? First, you're gonna get a higher temperature. The V5.0 Pro will reach a high temperature of 446 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's important because that is just below the point of combustion for most herbs, meaning you're gonna get the maximum amount of vapor possible without any combustion. The higher your temperature setting is, the more vapor you get. Now, alongside that higher temperature setting, we're getting an easier way to control the temperature. Instead of holding the power button down to wait for the light to change so you know that you're on a different temperature setting, it's very simple now. There's a power button, and you turn the device on by clicking that 5 times. And then to set the temperature, you can just increase it down to the exact degree using a plus button here and a minus button here. And again, to make things easier, everything you need to know is available at a glance using the LCD screen. You're gonna get your remaining battery life, you're going to see the temperature you've set the device at, and then the actual temperature, so how far along is the chamber to heating up towards that temperature. And I must say, you're probably not gonna have to look at that very much because it takes about 30 seconds to get all the way up to 446 degrees from a complete cold chamber. So this is one of the fastest heat times of any conduction-based portable vaporizer. So now let's just take a quick closer look at how to use the device, then I'll load it up with some tobacco to show you guys what the vapor production is like, and then you can decide for yourselves what you think of the device and how it works and if it'll work for you. And if you want to grab one of these new Vapormax V5.0 Pros, you can do so at our website, vapevexstore.com. The link is in the description. It's also down here somewhere. So head there and check out the things we have on sale. But for now, let's take a closer look at the device. First, let's compare the size up close with all 3 devices again. On the left here, you'll see this is my Flowermate V5.0S. Here on the right is the V8, and in the middle is the V5.0 Pro. So again, the V5.0S and the Pro are the exact same size. And if you look at the V8, it's kind of, I would say, in total surface area, about twice as large as the previous 2. For comparison's sake, here is an iPhone 6. This is not the Plus, it's just a regular 6. So you can see these devices are smaller than even our portable phones these days. Now you may notice the 5.0 Pro is missing the logo. This is an early production model. The final models, I assume, will have the logo down here in the center. I don't think they'll emulate the V8. They'll probably just be in the one spot on the bottom. The Pro and the 5.0S are very similar, almost exactly the same. There are a few subtle differences in their shape. You'll see the mouthpieces have a slightly different look to them. the Pro mouthpiece is here on the right, and it's just tapered a little bit differently at the top, and the 5.0S you can just see here on the left. They're just a slight difference. I do prefer this new slightly modified design, but ultimately they're the same. So the size and shape of these two are the same, but functionally it's the V8 and the Pro which are more similar. Again, if we look here, they both have power button that you can use to turn the device on and off with 5 rapid clicks, and designated temperature controls using plus and minus buttons, making it easier to set the temperature, especially since both of these now have digital temperature settings. Looking at the front, they both have the LCD screen, which will show you the remaining battery life, as well as the temperature you set the device to, and how hot the chamber actually is. Now I'm just going to turn the device on, set it to 446 degrees, the max temperature, and let you see just how fast this thing can heat up. Now it's cold here in New York and the device hasn't been turned on for the past 20 or 30 minutes, so this is truly from the coldest state possible. So I'll turn it on. You guys watch, and I'll drone on about temperature settings or something. So let's actually talk about other vaporizers. The PAX, which has a highest temperature of 410 degrees, takes about 1 minute and 10 seconds to get to its highest temperature setting. The DaVinci Ascent, which gets to 430 degrees Fahrenheit, also takes about 1 minute and 10 seconds to get to its highest setting. And the Apex, which gets to 420 degrees Fahrenheit, takes about 1.5 minutes to get to its highest temperature setting. And there you have it. That fast, and we're already at the maximum temperature and ready to get the maximum vapor from our device. You can quickly lower the temperature if you want. You can hold both the power or both the plus and minus button together for a couple of seconds to go to Celsius, and again to go back to Fahrenheit, and again to turn the device off. 5 clicks and it'll shut off. So that's how it works, but let's see how it performs. I'll load up some tobacco and give you a quick vapor demonstration at the highest setting of 446 degrees. So I'm going to do 3 inhales for you, and I just want you to make sure that when you're inhaling, make sure to do a very slow, steady, and consistent inhale. That's going to produce the most vapor for you. It works much better if it's a slow inhale versus a fast and rapid draw. Also, you want to make sure your herbs are completely dried before you put them in the chamber. And if you wait, 3 or 4 seconds in between hits, that's going to give the chamber time to keep producing vapor. So those are the tips I have for getting the best hits out of your device. And like with every Flowermate, the quality of the vapor is very pure, the taste is good. I attribute that to the ceramic heating chamber in addition to the glass mouthpiece. I'll replay this for you so you can get another good look at the vapor. Again, if you want to pick up the new Flowermate Vapormax V5.0 Pro, you can go to vapevetsstore.com. There's a link up at the top right corner of your screen, and you can also check out the link in the description below. So thank you guys for watching. There's going to be some more reviews coming up later, and I'll see you guys next time.